Hey everyone, welcome back to the SheffPlays.
That came out my nose.
Did it? Ew! That's like right next to my leg, man. Bella, don't.
And I'm Seth.
I'm Sheff.
Come on!
What is wrong with you? You guys just missed the most terrible series of events. I've had the worst 15 minutes of my life. So,
Sprite burns.
we're going to be kind of riffing this episode, and I think to start it off, I should talk about how terrible of a friend Seth just was.
Oh.
We were prepping my room, like doing mudding and sanding and whatnot earlier, and I brought my Sprite Zero in here, and I forgot it up here.
Which is his fault.
And we,
That was him.
it was right next to the mic. And we get in here, and I set up the computer, and I hear, oh, what's this? And I turn around, he's holding it, I'm like, that's mine. Don't. He has a terrible habit of drinking my things when I set them. They could be on a table. They could be, like, on a table in front of me, and, like, you can just see it. He doesn't even think about it. He just drinks it because it's there.
Well, listen here.
This one
Have
was...
you ever thought about, hey, maybe I shouldn't leave my drinks everywhere for Seth to drink?
Do you ever worry about that when you leave your things?
No,
everywhere?
I finish my drinks.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. Name 9 times I didn't finish a drink.
I could probably do that across the span of when I lived at your house. You know how many times I found half-drank glasses of milk?
No.
Or a half a soda? Or a half a cranberry juice just chilling somewhere?
Listen.
I didn't dump it down the sink. He dumped half a 2-liter at his last house down the sink because I put it in the fridge. It was in the fridge.
For months.
I got it that week.
That time?
Yeah, I went to go in the
that
fridge.
That wasn't a 2-liter. That was just, you had gotten like a monster.
It was one of the tall ones.
Yeah, it was like a 24-ounce monster.
I had taken like maybe a sip out of it.
He had just taken his first sip, put it in the fridge, and I took it and dumped the whole thing in the sink. Because you, in my defense, you and Cal leave drinks in my fridge all the time and undrank. Yeah. There's still a rock star in my fridge right now as we speak from your last visit here.
Has it got anything out of it? Is it even open?
Yeah, it's open.
Oh, I don't want it.
Well, I know. That's why I dump things like that.
No, but with this instance in particular, he found it, and I told him, like, that's mine. Do not drink it. This is the Sprite Zero. And he chugs half of it before I hit record. And he puts it down. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to hit record. Don't make any noise. So he picks it back up and proceeds to chug the rest of it through the intro. And, like, laughed. And it came out his nose on the floor. And then he wiped it up and wiped it on my leg. That's the second time you spit on my bedroom floor today.
I had to pick it up. It's the second time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we were doing the lights?
Yeah.
We installed can lights in his bedroom today. And I had to use a 6-inch hole saw. And it was like getting dust all up in my mouth and junk. And I spit out the dust on his floor.
Yeah, so that's the room's not even finished yet. And you've already spit on the floor twice.
Well, you gotta break it in. Yeah, it's like a baseball glove. You gotta spit on it.
Spit on a baseball glove.
Maybe you don't.
You know they used to pee on them and rubber band them?
I don't think I've heard about the pee.
Yeah, they would pee on it.
I've heard the rubber band.
Yeah, they would. That's what they did before they rubber banded it, is they would pee on it.
I don't believe you. They couldn't just use water?
No. They would pee on it and rubber band it because it would like... it did something with the leather. Like
I need stats.
I don't have my phone. We'll do it after the podcast.
Oh, I'm doing it right now.
But that's a true thing. They'd pee on their hands. There was
What?
something to do
No.
with... No, for
I
real.
don't believe you.
No. In original baseball, there was something to do with pee.
I'm Googling baseball and pee.
Let me know which one.
Most baseball players may simply wear batting gloves when they want to improve their grip.
Original, not new.
Well, hold on. A professional baseball player by the name of who I cannot pronounce. It's Moises Alou. Revealed that he pees on his hands to harden the skin. It has nothing to do with a glove.
I said pee at the end. I knew it had something to do with pee.
You're a fibber.
I did. You think I'd pull it out of my butt?
Yes, you straight up pulled it out of your butt. You said
I was half
he
right.
used to pee on the gloves and rubber band them.
I was half right.
No, you weren't.
He peed on his hand and rubber banded it. But yeah.
You just like to indulge a little bit, that's all.
I just forget details. Still peanut butter on her nose?
Yeah. My cat is on Nick's shoulder as we speak.
Yeah.
I booped her in the nose with some peanut butter, and she hasn't stopped licking her face since.
This was like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, she's still doing it. She's like some slightly too high.
It's just a little bit. She got most of it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what do you want to talk about then?
We were going to talk about our favorite games of all time, but we think we already did that. I don't see why we couldn't retouch on it, because I mean that changes. I know mine changes constantly.
Mine does not.
Yours are Skyrim,
Far Cry,
and Madden.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. I was a big Crash person when I was younger.
Well, that was like one of the first games that like solidified our friendship, was the Insane trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
That was also the first time I ever saw Seth mad. Was he couldn't beat a level.
I think the first time you ever saw me mad is the Outlast thing.
Did you get mad at Outlast?
Yeah, well, it was more like scared, but...
I mean like mad. Because one of the later levels in the first Crash game is you have to beat the entire thing without dying. And there's just constant enemies and obstacles. And like, oh man.
This is the one where you're like on all the logs in the sky.
Mm-mm.
And there's like a bunch of logs.
It's like a factory and there's constant like dropping platforms.
Yeah.
It's like one of the last 3 levels.
You know what ones I'm talking about though? Real pain in the butt.
You can cheat those levels. Super easy.
You can?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
You know the like roping on the side?
Oh, not that one. I know that one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about it's like 2D scroller. And it's like you bounce up to one area and it's like all the logs are the platforms. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where you have to like spin jump them.
Yeah,
and like do it in just enough time.
And if like you fall, you'll go down like 5 or 6
all
levels.
the way. Yeah. Those games suck.
I hate my life.
We recently, as of like last night, started. I don't know how long you guys have been doing it, but they got me back into the craze of like Battlefront. And I went from having none of them on my Xbox to now having all 4.
They're good games.
They were on sale though. It only cost me a total of like $15.
I used to have, maybe you know this game. There used to be a Star Wars game, but it wasn't like Force Unleashed or anything.
Okay.
And you'd go around and you'd collect like lightsaber crystals, and you could customize your lightsaber color and stuff like that.
Jedi Academy?
Maybe. This was a PS2 game.
It was PS2.
Was it?
Like you make your own Jedi?
Yeah.
I think it's Jedi Academy.
I'll have to look that up. That used to be a big game for me too.
I never played it, but I did watch a friend of mine play it a little bit.
Tasmanian Tiger. That was a big game for me.
I think the novelty of that game was lost for me because I didn't get to try it until the remaster.
Yeah.
Which was really just like kind of brushing it up a little.
Pretty much. Lego Star Wars.
Still love that game.
The first Lego Star Wars, bro. Before they turned it into, so they had first Lego Star Wars second, and then they did
Complete Saga.
the Complete Saga, and then they did
Skywalker.
They had another one,
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, and then they did Skywalker. But the first one, the second one, and the Complete Saga were my 3 favorites. I like the Skywalker one. Well, it just doesn't have that nostalgic feel, you know what I mean? It's got its own thing, and I like it, but it's different.
I think it's because that one plays less like a... Because when you think of Lego... when our generation thinks of Lego games, we think more of like the mumble to talk and like very linear. Whereas like every Lego game nowadays is open world and all the characters have voices. And like I do gotta give them props for that. As any modern Lego game I've played, the voice actors they get are astounding. Like I think the only voice that's somewhat off was Han Solo's was a little noticeable.
Oh yeah.
But other than his, like Rey's was dead on. Luke's was pretty dead on. Like they did a really good job of it. But I agree. I think it definitely doesn't have the same. I guess feels maybe the closest word. Because when I lived with you last time, I got the complete. She's about to jump on you.
What are you doing?
I got the complete saga from my mom for Christmas, and we flew through that game in like a week.
Yeah.
If that. Like, because you had off. It was during the winter. You had off.
I need to cut her nails.
A week around Christmas, and I was unemployed. So we like destroyed that game.
Yeah, that's a good game. I love that game.
I still go back and play it occasionally.
You remember when me and you used to go into your room when you lived in Friendship and we would play that one like snowboarding game?
Oh, yeah, on the PS4.
Yeah, was it the PS4?
It was because it also had like
It had a bunch of sports.
Had like hang gliding and skiing.
It was like extreme or something.
No, it was oh man, I know exactly. I played it the other day.
Did you?
It doesn't like it's not bad, but I think it was good at the time because
it's not SSX, is it?
no, SSX is you know.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
It's like MX versus ATV, but just MX. Is what SSX is. Because I have SSX Tricky on my original Xbox. That doesn't hold up well. Steep.
Steep?
Yeah, that's what it's called, is Steep. I remember that. That's a good game.
It was a good one.
That game also, we had some help with it though. I think that's why it was so fun. Because I got it off of the PlayStation Plus store. So it like automatically unlocked all the hills and all the sports. So we just could do whatever we wanted anytime we jumped into it. I guess it doesn't help. They just kind of baby fed us.
I'm trying to think of what else. I'm trying to think of more like childhood games that I played. I played a lot of Cars on the GameCube.
I remember you talking about that in Animal Crossing.
I don't think I remember much about Cars other than there was like a hotel that was like a giant traffic cone and you did a few
the cozy cone.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that I remember about it.
There is, so one of the first consoles I ever had, like my console, was the Super Nintendo. And there was a fighting game for it that I have been looking for years, and I can't find it. I can never find any information on it because I don't have a ton to go off at all. It's like a 2D fighting game, and I just remember one of the characters being a robot, and like when you played as him as player 2, he was green instead of silver. And like that's the only thing I can remember, but I remember playing a ton of it. And I've never been able to find that game since. I would love to play it again. I'm sure it's great.
I used to play a Justice League game a lot. I can't remember what it was called either. But it was like, it was very cool. It was like 2-player, and you'd each get a different member of the Justice League, and it was kind of like how, it was like above.
Top down?
Yeah, top down.
I know exactly what, I don't remember the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Bro.
Yeah.
And you could be like, it had like Justice League characters that you don't see very often anymore. Like, what the heck is her name? She's like basically a magician. She wears like a cap.
Yes. She deals a lot with Constantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name either.
But that was a cool game. I would love if they brought that back.
Do you remember?
No.
Did you ever play? I think it was Spider-Man 2 on just, it was like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, but like the whole time you'd play, Jamie Campbell did voiceover, and he would like trash talk you if you were doing bad.
No, I never played that. I played Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's a good one. Isn't that the one with like the different universe Spider-Mans and like it's got Deadpool in it?
I think so, yeah. That was pretty good.
The guy that, funnily enough, the guy that voices Deadpool, like whenever he's in a game or like a cartoon or something, is the same guy who voices Rick Toffin from Call of Duty Zombies and the like creepy cannibal guy from The Last of Us.
Really?
And Nathan Drake.
Really?
Nolan North.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's, oh man. Well, how much time we got? We got 2 minutes, or a minute and a half. We got a minute and a half. We kind of ripped this whole episode and it worked.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. I really didn't play a lot of games when I was younger.
And we had completely different exposures to it too.
Yeah, I really didn't get introduced to games much until I started hanging with you.
Yeah, which by that point I was obviously like I had my own library pretty much. Because
I had some influence, like my cousin Jesse. He plays a lot of games, and we played like GTA 5 together, but it wasn't like a huge thing for me. Halo Reach was probably like the biggest I got into when I was younger, but then like other than that, not much. Call of Duty, Black Ops, when that was a thing.
Yep. I got exposed to like every genre at such a young age. Like I was playing Resident Evil when I was like 7. Like
it's a good time.
But I was also like I would shut off the GameCube, pull out that disc and put in Mario Kart.
That's what you gotta do.
Like I had such a wide variety of genre. But lately I've been super back into Dragon Ball. Like heavy.
Like Budokai?
All of them.
All the Dragon Balls.
I'll play one for like 20 minutes and like go PlayStation 3 home and put in another disc and play that one.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll have to do it sometime. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. Seth, anything to add?
My throat hurts from spewing Sprite out of my nostrils.
Good.